Welcome to Save the Singles platform. My name still remains Prophetess Happiness Michael Ebube, your role model. My duty here is to teach you what you need to know before you get into marriage. Most of the time you heard the people saying, if I've known what I knew now, I won't make the mistakes I make in marriage. So I'm just at the standing point of letting you know what you need to know before you get into marriage so that you will not make the same mistake those people have made in marriage. And in today's topic, we're going to be talking about, I want to create an awareness for all the singles that before you walk into marriage, know that there is nonsense in marriage. There are many nonsense. And this nonsense is bound to be there. Like, it's normal. So don't just go there and say, I don't like nonsense. I don't want nonsense. He's not me. I can't take it from anybody. There are things you're going to take. It is normal. When you're walking in there, know that your role model said this particular nonsense are bound to be is normal. For example, now I promise you guys that I'm going to be very, very real. That's why you see me, I'm not standing at the altar so that I won't have intimidation from the altar. I'm standing at the back of the altar so that I can be very free with you guys and be very flexible. Okay. I'm going to point out some nonsense that you're going to see in the marriage, and I'm going to be very real with you as a single person. Now, when you go into marriage, sometimes you said you don't want nonsense, you don't take nonsense. Okay. There are nonsense you cannot afford. You cannot escape. Those ones is actually in the marriage waiting for you. Let me say an example of my life. First of all, when I was like thinking about getting married, because ever before, marriage was not part of my deal. It wasn't part of my schedule or plan or whatever. So one day I now decided, I said, okay, right now, since people are like, oh, this prophetess is not getting married, what? At that time I had like 12 people on the queue. So one day I said, let me try it. Everybody was begging, please, can you be my wife? Can you be my wife? And all what I was looking at, nonsense. I was really focusing on those nonsense. And one day I now decided, I said, let me try this person. So that, do you know, the day I tried, I went to see him. And when I got there, he was he came for my little sister's wedding. And from that place, he now had to go and stay in the hotel. And I now went to see him. Guess what happened? This guy farted in the hotel while eating. And I said, what a hell? You mean you fat? You don't have respect? You know the fear? Like you're not afraid of God? You don't have respect for woman? For crying out loud. You need to hold your buttocks at this point in time, knowing that you have a guest. My dear, I never knew it's a normal thing in the marriage. So just imagine how will I, because in my place, it wasn't a real thing like that, like some others' culture. You see it normal, but like me, he wasn't a norm to me. I've not been into a relationship, so he was like, this is hell no. Can I tell you something? Because of that, I said no to his proposal. Like, you fat? No. No, I can't marry to a person like this. But one day, I saw a couple. The lady is always giving the husband post anywhere, any place. Go they hear her, they release. So on one beautiful day, the man now want to retaliate. These are the nonsense you see. The man wanted to retaliate. The man went and eat salad, yogurt, moi, all manner of things, and make sure he ate it around 5 o'clock. So by 6, the thing has digested. By 7, he began the music. He started it when the girl will be awake so that it will not hear it in the dreamland. And the man was like, at that time, the belly has swollen like fufu, you know. So he was just like nuclear bomb, you know, like that. And I saw them laughing. So I was like, are you serious? You joke over things like this? Then it now dawned on me that in marriage you cannot tell a person, please, oh, excuse me, I want to do some stuff. You gotta do it right there. And everybody laugh over it. Why am I bringing this to your table? As a single person, why going into marriage? Choose your fights. You have to choose it. Don't waste your energy on this nonsense, because the nonsense, you gotta meet it. So get yourself prepared. You will meet some nonsense that is going to be on a care 1, care 2, care 3, care 4, like in the night. You will meet it. Somebody will be snoring very, very well. You might have married him because he's slim. Oh, but you will know that his throat used to be blocked in the night. So not by some witches. He's just a normal thing. So why I'm saying this is because I don't want you to feel the detective. Like, I don't want you to feel like yeah, he's not me. I can't take this. When you go in there, don't feel bad. Know that your role model tells you that there are nonsense. You will meet some nonsense in that marriage. So when you see those nonsense, please play along with it. Turn it to fun. Laugh over it and keep yourself going. You're going to meet some nonsense, like a lot of people will come into that marriage. Abuse is their greeting. Hey, so you meet some kind of nonsense that you were not even prepared for, like in your place. It's not real like that. I want you to know that you shouldn't channel your energy to things like that. Now, these are another nonsense. I'm going to just set a sample for you. There are some people that if they enter toilet, it's like they opened draw soup that has been soured for a long time. Don't go there to fight because of the enter toilet and things like that is happening. Walk away if there is a parlor, or find cleanser for she or her to take, so that you can be at peace. But don't use it to fight. Never allow that to become a fight at home. Don't use it. Don't waste your energy. What are the nonsense I'm really talking about? These are the nonsense you cannot afford, as in you cannot avoid it. Yeah, it is a nonsense you cannot avoid. That you wake up, your spouse wake up by 4 o'clock and wanted to kiss you. Sweetheart, you now say you should go and brush. I'm not going to say pray too. You go kiss her like that, they go. That is what you have signed for. That is what you have agreed. When you said, yes, I do, you mean say you will do, even without brushing. So get yourself prepared. Don't say somebody want to hug you in the morning by 4 o'clock. As a single boy, as a single man, as a single lady, your role model said there are nonsense in marriage. And this particular nonsense, prayer does not solve it. This particular nonsense, whatever you do does not solve it. It is a normal thing. So you will go and meet it waiting for you. Like your husband want to hug you in the morning by 4 o'clock. He want to kiss you. You will not say, no, hello dear, please can you go and brush? And he will go and brush. And you will not go and brush, right? Or you go and bath, right? Before you come back, the zeal has gone, has died. Are you with me now? So know that these are the nonsense you are going to meet. Prepare yourself. Don't feel too neat. This matter, this area I'm talking about, shade it looks dirty. Don't feel too neat. Don't feel too clean. If you have to carry that mind and say, no, those things makes me worked up. It gets me this, it gets me that. I don't like to see a thing like that. I can't cut off for things like that. If you want to go with that mindset, you will spoil your marriage. you will spoil your marriage. I tell you the truth. You will definitely spoil your marriage. You have a lot more and more and more and more of those things when you get in there. But please don't channel your energy into those areas of life. Don't go there and fight such battle. Choose your fight. These are not necessary for you to waste your energy into it and be fighting around, fighting about that. If in the case of the kissing in the morning, you can tell your spouse to be brushing in the evening before he goes to bed. That's a simple way of handling those things. Then you just know how to play around those things, but never allow these issues to bring quarrel. Never allow McLean to bring quarrel. You like, okay, you're supposed to press it from the middle, from the bottom. Why do you press it from the neck? Those battles are too cheap. They are too cheap. You need energy for something very serious. You need energy for something important. So just understand that you are going to witness the whole of this. So choose your fight. There are nonsense in this marriage. When you get to the platform of marriage, you will see nonsense, and those nonsense, turn it to fun, play around it, make use of it as part of the marriage. Those are the things that make marriage. Marriage is a package of its own. It's included fights, quarrel, like normal quarrel, normal fight too. You understand that thing? Don't shout. You are shouting. Your voice is going up. Reduce it. All that is combination of nonsense, fun, happiness, quarrel, joy, and play, and inconveniences. Those are the packages we are going to see. If anyone is telling you that these things are not included, the person is lying. So I'm just telling you, these are the packages you're going to see. You see peace, you see joy, you will see nonsense. Don't forget that nonsense is part of the packages. So when you hear that they said, well, like when you go to Mr. Biggs, they're going to tell you full package. Marriage is a full package. You had everything. But as I'm standing here, my duty is to make sure that you have a successful marriage. I'm going to tell you, don't channel your energy to all this area of life in marriage. When you go see it, just deal with it the way I'm telling you now. Then you will have a peaceful home. Play along with it. Laugh over it. Just act the way that man act. If they give you, if the person come as a PDP, just come as APC. Retaliate in a very joyful and happy way. Don't use it to cause problem. Don't let anybody throw stone. Don't carry koboko. Don't flock anybody. Just know that that's how every other person has been living with the nonsense. Time of peace comes, time of joy comes. When time of nonsense comes, mostly this nonsense takes place in the night too. So where you want to run, go. I'm telling you this because this has caused separation to others people, because when they saw the nonsense, they had to move to the parlor. Now separation begins there. Whenever you began to draw yourself from your spouse allowed you today, allow you tomorrow, the nonsense grow. At the end of the day, the nonsense is still there, and you are doing separation. This one sleep at the parlor, the other one sleep in the bedroom, or the other one sleep in this room, you sleep in that room. You are already giving yourself separation. So even though anyone is leaving each other, you won't feel it. It will start little by little until it become a broken home. So never give space because of this little thing. Don't let this nonsense cause you a problem. Don't let it become a thing that will make you lose your home. Know that there is always nonsense in marriage, and you will see if these ones are normal things. It's not all those serious, violent, abusive marriage. No, these are just normal nonsense that you meet it right from the first day of your marriage. You meet it right from that first day. You may just get there after your wedding day. You hear somebody snoring, gru kra, like somebody that is there. So you have to just play. You look for a way around it. You understand? If you know you can cope, you can go for medical attention and see what can be done. Some he's not even by sizes. I'm telling you this because some of you may be running away from fat person, and because of this reason, getting there, you see the nonsense, and you discover that it was even a slim person that you went after, but you still meet the nonsense. You can meet any nonsense in the marriage. So what you need to do is to try and help yourself and help the person. Live with it. this particular area cannot be shifted. Is a norm. Is waiting there for you. All singles, nonsense is waiting for you in the marriage. So when you go there, remember how your role model have told you how to handle it, and handle it that way. You will have a peaceful marriage and you will have a happy home. I hope that this teach you a lesson and what you need to know before you get into marriage. Marriage is a school. I'm just here to give you expo. What I'm doing right now is giving you expo. I'm standing as a lecturer, giving you expo. When you get this mathematics, this is how to solve it. And then you will have the answer and have a peaceful home. God bless you as you listen to me today, and do just as I say. The Lord will sustain your marriage and you will have a peaceful and a happy home. Remember, my real passion for you is to enjoy your marriage and not to endure your marriage. Marriage can be enjoyed, not to be endured. Marriage should be enjoyed and not to be endured. God bless all the singles, the female and the male. Actually, for all of you. My lovely people, the singles, I'm right in here to welcome you guys into the atmosphere of marriage. As I'm talking to you out of experience. I have stayed as a single and I've also stayed as a married person. So I've experienced the two platforms. I'm in marriage today. I was a single person, but guess what? I'm still with you guys. So now, if you have any questions or any comments, any topic you want me to treat, or you want us to talk about, please drop it at the comment section and we'll talk about it. God bless you.